Hi. So, hi, Veronica. How are you? Mwah, mwah, mwah. Um, we are hello. This is all part of the beginner embroidery series because Foundations of Machine Embroidery is open right now. Is that a little too bright? Maybe a little too bright. Foundations of Machine Embroidery is open right now. That is my virtual comprehensive class. The doors close on my birthday, which is Friday. I don't expect you to naturally know when my birthday is, but the doors close on my birthday, which is Friday. But I wanted to be sure that, of course, I want you to join. But regardless of if you join or not, I want you to feel empowered to start machine embroidering. Okay. That is what I want for y'all. So yesterday, hi, Kaimona. Hello. Say hi if you're here, especially on YouTube. I can kind of see names scroll by quickly on. I can see names scroll by quickly on. Hold on one second. We're gonna go ahead and do a little. Go ahead and do a little blocking on the old Instagram. Anyway, say hi if you're here. Hi, Kelly. Hello. Hi from the UK. How exciting. Oh, wonderful. And thank you for the birthday wishes. I turned 33 on Friday. I'm very excited. Roseanne says she'd love to know more about using 12 weight thread in embroidery. So tomorrow, maybe we'll switch it up tomorrow, Roseanne. Maybe specifically for you, we're going to switch up tomorrow. I think tomorrow we will talk about some like specialty and fun things that you can do with machine embroidery. And then Friday for my birthday, we'll do common machine embroidery mistakes and how to fix them, how to troubleshoot them. Hello, Marie from Butte, Montana. Hello, Eileen from Virginia. And thank you so much for the early birthday wishes. I really appreciate it. It's kind of my favorite topic. I love talking about what beginners can accomplish with machine embroidery. Well, obviously. I mean, it's like literally what I'm making my living on there. But I specifically love to talk about the best projects for machine embroidery for beginners. Because I know that we can dive into some pretty goofy things when we get started. We dive into the wrong projects. And then from there, we dive into the wrong projects and then we get discouraged. And we're like, well, I have ruined this. And that's not what's happened. What's happened is we've chosen the wrong project because we're a beginner and we don't know. You assume a tea towel is going to be easy, and it's actually not. It's actually not. Because, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go on record. Controversial yet brave opinion of saying that tea towels aren't easy. The reason why I say that is because typically you are taking a random design you have found and love, something you have fallen in love with, and then you are taking your, at that point, you're going to take any random tea towel, something you either bought as a blank, something you got from Marshall's, which is what I did at the time when I did my first one. I just got these random tea towels. You think all tea towels are the same? They're not. But I guess technically, I mean, you know that, right? Like it's different if you're using something like a flour sack towel versus something that is like got some real heft to it. Some things might be waffle weave, right? All of these things play into the fact that your project might not be that successful. And it's nothing you did. Your project just might not be that successful simply because it's a lot of moving parts for a beginner. And yeah, so we're not. So long story short, oh, I'm going to sneeze. There was fluff on my arm and it flew up. So long story short, we are not going to worry about that. What we're going to do is we're going to do some beginner projects that are really easy to execute, give you a really great sense of accomplishment. Okay. So, what would those projects be? My number one recommendation, and do I have this guy? Perfect. And feel free as I chat. I know you guys are going to be shocked to hear this, but I'm very distractible. But I don't mind it. We'll follow um, tangents wherever they may take us. So ask questions as you go if you have questions about machine embroidery and getting started, or if you have questions about Foundations of Machine Embroidery or any of my other courses. Whatever you got questions about, let's do it. I brought water today, y'all. I brought water today, y'all. So, and the back of this, I really did a bang up job on the back of this, but I have my lovely scissors from Sookie Sews still sitting here from yesterday, so I can trim it while we chat. In the hoop projects, my number one recommendation for anybody getting started with machine embroidery is in the hoop projects. Or, well, yeah, if you're coming back to machine embroidery, I see a lot of people in my classes who are coming back to machine embroidery after a long time of not doing it. And if you have spent more than, honestly, if you even spent more than a few years out of machine embroidery, this industry is moving really fast right now. People are doing a lot of incredible things. So you could feel like it's a whole different world. So in the hoop projects are my favorite thing to recommend to anybody who's wanting to show it off to, there we go. It's hard to show it off to Instagram and YouTube, but in the hoop projects, my favorite thing to recommend to anybody who's wanting to dip their toe in the water, get a little more confident on their own. The reason why is because the instructions are there. Exactly what I said is wrong with the tea towels or difficult about the tea towels, where you have no instruction, you have a design and a towel and you figure it out. Yeah, no. In the hoop has all the instructions. So Tanya asked, are your courses only for Bernina machines? Great question. I make no qualms about being a Bernina obsessed person. I love my Bernina machines, but no. But short answer is no, they aren't. If you have a Bernina machine, especially a current model Bernina machine, so something that's being sold in stores right now, I can help you with every icon, function, feature of your Bernina and Bernette machines. But no, we have FOF users, Husqvarna, Janome, Babylog, Brother. We've got them all in the course because ultimately the foundations of machine embroidery are not brand specific. The buttons, the bells and whistles are brand specific. What stabilizer we're going to use and how we're going to float, for the most part, are not brand specific. The only course that is an exception to that is a very obvious exception. It is called B Genius, Bernina Embroidery Genius, and that is for Bernina embroidery. That's it. That is current model Bernina owners. That is me showing you every button to press. So that's why when people ask about what machine they should get, I'm like, I'm happy in any machine that makes you happy, any machine that you have like local help with, local support from a store, I'm happy. But if you're in a Bernina, I can help you with the machine specifically. When you're like, what is this screen? I can do that. So thank you for that question. I always say Bernina specific, but not Bernina exclusive is largely what I do. Oh, I highly recommend any of Kate's classes. Best darn embroidery teacher I've ever had. Thank you so much. I really, that means the world to me. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I really put a lot into these classes, and they're constantly evolving. So something that's fun about Foundations of Machine Embroidery is if there gets to be updated modules, or any of my classes, updated modules, updated If I add information, put more projects in, do a workbook for it, you get all of that with your initial tuition fee, no additional money paid. So um, we can grow together, which I'm really excited about. And I'm always kind of listening for what y'all need so that we can figure this out together as we go. Um, what else in the world would help you get more confident with machine embroidery? So thank you so much. I am very fortunate that my reviews go that way. So I really appreciate the kind words. So anything in the hoop is going to be fantastic. Fantastic. Um, it's because you get information on how to hoop it. You get exactly what stabilizers you should be using. Have exact threads. Um, down to step by step. Put this on the machine. Do this color. Take this off the machine. Cut it away. So you'll be doing a little, it's much more unique embroidery because you'll probably be doing appliques or, um, you know, putting in zippers. Here is a Sue O'Very design. You literally put this zipper in. First off, it's so fancy that the zipper is hidden, so it looks really nice from the front, but you even put in this zipper. It's fully lined. Oh, I did it wrong because I wasn't paying attention. But it should be fully lined without seeing the back of your embroidery at all. All in the hoop. What the heck? Look, I never. Ta-da! You flip it and everything. Fully lined, gorgeous. And then I did color this, which is embarrassing. People always ask if my stepdaughter colored it. Embarrassing. So in the hoop projects are great for that. Yeah, this is kind of unique, right? It's really ultimately not going to help you better understand how to embroider a shirt. Oh, how embarrassing. My little hanger thingy. I don't know what those are called. Um, it's not going to help you better understand how to do a tea towel. You're not going to be much closer to getting a quilt block done, but that's okay. You can learn that later. This will help get you confident, and then you'll have a thing. That's what I love about it. You have a thing that is finished. These are some coasters. This was a We All Sew project that I helped y'all. I showed you how to design and stitch out your own coasters um, using the Bernina version 8 software, or 7 at the time. No, 8, sorry, because it's 9 now. This is still on We All Sew, not We Also. We All Sew for Bernina. So that you can learn how to digitize that and stitch them out. But there's a lot of coaster designs out there. If you look up embroidery in the hoop coasters, you can make some cute ones. And it also helps you get confident with, oh, there we go. Like these are the boutique key fobs. There's a link to OESD on YouTube. Sorry, Instagram. There's not a link. You can DM me if you want the link though. These are the boutique key fobs from Scissor Tail Stitches, I think it is. So they have a bunch of these cute ones. Let me get this in close for YouTube to see my lighting for YouTube. My whole setup on YouTube. I love you guys for showing up on YouTube. It looks so much better on Instagram. Everything about it looks better on Instagram. I got to get my YouTube game up. But this tells you exactly how to stitch these out. Look, beautiful. And then you have a thing that you can give to somebody or keep for yourself. Great sense of accomplishment. And it helps get you using some different materials, which I think is pretty fun. Pretty fun. Yeah, Kaimona said, I love that zipper pouch. Let's talk about zipper pouches. OESD has some. Sue O'Very has bags, purses, zipper pouches. I believe Sue O'Very is Suki Sews, and I believe she has a scissor case, a free in the hoop scissor case that she just digitized for We All Sew, the Bernina blog. So that would be a great one. That would be a great one. Go get your Sookie Sew scissors. I'm obsessed with them. They're very useful. They are wonderful scissors. And then you can make your little case for them in the hoop, and you'll have your first project done. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. So there's also a brand called Parker on the Porch, and they're always Pop Embroidery. Parker on the Porch has a ton of bags and purses and things like that. They are gorgeous. Definitely check them out. I've made their makeup bags and I'm obsessed, fully obsessed with them because they're so cute, so easy to make, and it's such a good sense of accomplishment. I mean, come on. You don't sew a single line. For those who don't know what in the hoop means, everything, I didn't sew any of this. This was all done with embroidery, and it's all about how you layer things and tape things to the back, and it's wild. The instructions. The thing I will say about if you're going, where do I keep setting you? Keep losing this one. Start here. The instructions are lay this down, cut this out, tape something to the back. Then go into more advanced in the hoop projects like this one, where it's like layer this, fold this in half, all this other stuff, right? You can do this, but I would just start here first. Start there first. You'll be happy you did. I actually have a YouTube video. Let me check on time here. Oh my gosh, I could talk forever, I swear. I have a YouTube video on how to do this. Once again, DM me if you want it. It's just on the Tough Kitten Crafts YouTube channel. Maybe over here on YouTube, I could post it. Let's see. This is an in the hoop mug rug from OESD. I'm obsessed with these mug rugs. This one in particular is my favorite. I think it's so cute. Just that little sun, and you do all of this piecing in the hoop. I love piecing in the hoop. Any project that pieces in the hoop, I just feel so accomplished by. Let's make sure this doesn't start playing.
If you take photos of virtual,
it start playing sound. I'm going to put the link over on the YouTube mug rug tutorial. There we go. So you can go get this over there. I do I don't know, it's a 20-minute video, and I walk you through every step of this. There is not one step of this you do on your own. So, you know, if you want the hand holding, I'm here. I'm here to hold your hand. It's awesome. Helps you make things be done, less afraid of your embroidery machine. I think that's the goal of your first projects. The goal of your first project is not to finally do the t-shirt that you've been wanting to do. The goal of your first project is not to now suddenly have a whole freestanding lace village. The goal of your first project is to just start to feel more comfortable hitting go on the machine, because I watch so many newbies be too afraid to hit go on the machine. Marie said, I have all the equipment, but I have not touched it for years. And that's right where I live. Like, that's my sweet spot with all of my students is like, I get a lot of newbies who just bought the machine. They're gung-ho. They're so excited. I get a shocking amount of newbies who buy a machine embroidery module to take this course. I'm always like so touched. They're like, you make machine embroidery look fun. I bought the module. Let's do this. But the majority of my community, the people who I love and love to speak to, are the people who, like me at one point, I did this myself. You have an embroidery machine in the closet. You tucked away the embroidery module. You used it a couple times. It did not go well. And now it's your secret shame. And now you feel like you should sell it. And now you feel like you spent too much money on the wrong thing. Let's get you confident with machine embroidery. You will love it. I've had so many people, um, truly half a dozen people at this point, literally join the course to be like, I am spending the money on this course because I will roll it into what I sell my machine for if I don't like machine embroidery. I'll just sell my machine for 200 extra bucks because I got to see if I like this. And these people, I have never had somebody take my course and still sell their machine that I know of. Come forth if that's you. But anybody I know has taken the course and then maybe I shouldn't brag, but then fallen so in love with machine embroidery that becomes a major hobby for them. I joke about not bragging because I don't want to be like, after this class, you're going to spend way more money on machine embroidery than you ever intended. But it might happen. It might happen. Okay. I'm here for you. So, um, yeah, I'm always really excited to hear about this. I can help you get there. I really can. Pot holders are one of the things we embroider in Foundations of Machine Embroidery. This is all done in the hoop. Well, no, sorry. That is a misrepresentation of what has happened here. I bound it. I did the binding. But we did this quilting design in the hoop. This one's my favorite because it's so tactile. A little larger pot holder. We do this in Foundations of Machine Embroidery so that you can practice quilting in the hoop. Yay! Love these. Love pot holders. Super simple. Any beginner can do them. We do these in the final weeks of Foundations of Machine Embroidery so that you can really start to stretch your legs. Actually, these two. This goes fine. Yeah, blue and red go fine together. My ears are protesting all these earrings that I'm wearing all of a sudden after years of not wearing them. So these are freestanding lace earrings. I actually have a class coming up in June, a hands-on class on how to make these. So if you want to do that, let me know. I'll get you the information on how to sign up. But in Foundations of Machine Embroidery, I will teach you to do freestanding lace. This is also our last module. It is to help you really start to stretch your legs, play around, have fun with machine embroidery. Before we do that, we do some embroidery on towels. This is our second to last week. This one actually this is a double sample. Ta-da! We'll get you doing some towels and t-shirts because I call those the standards. Those are what everybody asks for. Oh, are those in the hoop? You mean the pot holders, Kimona? The pot holders are in the hoop. We quilt in the hoop. We quilt in the hoop for the pot holders. Yeah. Yep. Yes. We hoop everything together, our quilt sandwich. We do our quilting design, and then we go ahead and we add a binding after. I actually have a blog post on this if you'd like to try it out and get started with quilting in the hoop. I am not the one. I will just tell you right now. Oh, yeah. I want you to know that like there are times where I'm just not the one for you for machine embroidery. I am not the one to teach you to do edge to edge quilting on your embroidery machine. Simply because I don't have the patience for it, I would not be a good teacher for that. That's where you go to somebody like Amelie Scott, who will teach you all of those things and does incredible things with it and knows it really well. But I'll help you get started with it. Oh, I'm breaking up? Oh no. Am I breaking up on Instagram too? But yeah, I can help you get started. I can help you take on those first projects so that you feel confident to start to go that way if that's what you'd like to do. So yeah, final week is pot holders coming back 1 week. The second to last week, we do t-shirts and towels. I call those the standards. Okay, good. All fine on Instagram. I'm sorry, Marie. That's annoying for YouTube. My computer is such a mess that I actually have to hardwire into the internet. So annoying. It is so annoying. So that's why we have this gorgeous background on YouTube because I have to be where the internet is. So um, the standards, week 3. I call it the standards week because everybody wants to know how to do a t-shirt and everybody wants to know how to do a towel. And I think they're some of the most impressive things that you can do as a beginner, right? So we'll do that. And then week 1, and I didn't actually bring anything. Oh, but I'll show you this one project before we head out. Um, week 2 in the course is the first time we put needle to fabric. Sure. I was going to say pen to paper, but that's not what we're doing. Week 2 in the course, we put needle to fabric and we do quilting cotton. 2 ways. Quilting cotton can be a little tricky, actually, just because a lot of misconceptions around it. This is usually when people are sent home with a roll of tearaway stabilizer and use the wrong designs, but I'm going to help walk you through the proper design choices for each of these projects too. So you aren't just sent out into the world to then find out that your design doesn't work for this project. I'm going to help you get to decide your designs. You get to decide your designs, all what you want so that you really like your projects. And then but I help you decide what will work. And there's even like t-shirt week. If you want to email me and be like, will this work on a t-shirt? Do it. Do it because not everything is made for every t-shirt. Design choice is huge. I want to talk about this really quick. We just did pull this all the way up for YouTube. We just did this machine embroider along. This is Orange Peel Expressions from OESD. This would be a awesome project for a beginner because once again, they tell you exactly what to do. I want you as a beginner, I want you to go look at brands like even I don't work with them a lot, but like Kimberbell, OESD, Parker on the Porch, Sookie Sews, Ohana Applique Designs. I want you to go look at these websites where they do things in the hoop and choose a project that will walk you through step by step so that you aren't on your own. You don't have to be alone, okay? We're here for you. Isn't this awesome? I love these. I became obsessed with this design. Look, because you don't have to do that's 16 blocks, this whole wall hanging. That might be overwhelming as a beginner. I don't know. It would be for me as a beginner. You can do a 4 patch and do a pillow. These are 4 that I just turned into a basic zipper pouch. So I did these blocks and then just used them as the fabric for my zipper pouch. Quick sewing project, done so fast. Pillows, tote bags. These are all individual blocks. So you can stitch out, look how cute that would be, just this 4 or just these 4 as a pillow. Come on, so cute. I know, Kimono, you gotta make one. Oh, and you have that multi-needle machine. You could do it so fast on a multi-needle. So, hi, Carrie. How are you? So Foundations of Machine Embroidery. I don't want to keep you guys. Oh yeah, I don't want to keep you guys all day here, though I could talk with you all day. If you join guided study for Foundations of Machine Embroidery, guided study, you get the Facebook group. So it's an exclusive Facebook group for guided study students. And then you get bi-weekly Zoom calls. So when you look at the page, the sales page, it says 4 Zoom calls. That's business jargon. That's business talk. Because technically you get them until I stop doing them, which at this point is never, right? Like I'm going to do these bi-weekly calls for the rest of forever, basically. But I say 4 so that you know for a fact you will at least get 4 of them. Okay. But at this point, you get them forever. Forever. Okay. So you can show up and you can stitch at that time. You can come and hang out with wonderful people like Carrie um, and Kelly who are here. Let me know if you're also in guided study. Oh, Lauren's here, who's one of my foundation students. So we have a lot of great people in these classes. So you can choose between guided study or self-study. If you know you don't really care, I mean, I want you to come hang out with me in these Zoom calls. But some of us just know, like, I'm never going to show up for that. I'm not going to join that Facebook group. I don't need that. I just want to sit in my little cave and embroider by myself. Can't fault you for it. I cannot fault you for it. So self-study would be better for you. You can just take the classes and you get them forever. You get them forever. I'm looking to refilm them over the summer. Maybe add some more modules over the summer. I'm going to talk with the students and see what else would be great. And yeah. So I really hope you join. I will be live again. Hi, Hillary. Hello. Thank you guys. Thank you so much, everybody who's shown up and hung out. I've gotten a lot of DMs and emails after yesterday's. So I'm going to go through those today. If you emailed me, I will get back to you. I promise. If you have questions today, you can email me or you can DM me on Instagram. Lots of ways to get a hold of me and ask questions about machine embroidery or about Foundations of Machine Embroidery. It closes Friday. I turn 33 on Friday. I get my hair done. It needs it. I get a new tattoo and I get to close enrollment on Foundations of Machine Embroidery. So I'm very excited. And then I have to come into this room, clean up these secret projects that I'm hiding with my body. Hide the secret projects, clear it all out, and start making kits. I'm going to start sending out kits for everybody in the class. So I'm super excited about that as well. Any questions about machine embroidery before I let y'all go? Any questions about foundations? Anything at all? Thank you so much for coming to hang out with me. Tomorrow, thanks to Roseanne, we are going to, that sounded sarcastic, but actually, thank you to Roseanne. Actual thank you to Roseanne. We're going to talk about some of the fun things you can do with machine embroidery. We're going to talk about some 12-weight thread. We can talk about 28-weight thread. We'll talk about some different needles you can use, some different fabrics. So tomorrow we'll really have a creative machine embroidery day. Not so much like put it in the hoop and stitch it. Tomorrow will be like, and here's the possibilities. I gotta see what. Maybe I have to embroider today to get you guys some samples. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah. Oh, and that's interesting too. It's will it work in your time zone? Right? Will guided study work in your time zone? I don't know. Time zones are my hardest thing. I have lots of wonderful people in Australia, lots of wonderful people in the UK, mostly an American audience, but I have people in Bahrain, I have people in Germany, I have folks in South Africa. So time zones are always the bane of my existence. I did not want to go live at 11 a.m. because to me, I was like, my audience is a night audience, but we're going live early for once. So the guided study Zoom calls, I can tell you right now, they're every other week and they change. So they go from 11 a.m. this time of day to 8 p.m. And that's always Eastern, American, US, New York time, whatever I say for that. 11 a.m. Eastern or 8 p.m. Eastern. So that was a way to split it up so that my Aussies can show up, my UK folks can show up, and we could get as many people as possible. So there you go. Guided study calls, they are always recorded. Oh, which reminds me, I have to put last week's into the course. They're always recorded and put into the course as well. So, and if you are still just like, I don't really want the Zoom calls, at the very least, you'd have the Facebook group where you can ask very specific questions. The Tough Kitten Crafts Facebook group isn't really the place for hyper specific class questions because it's not a bunch of students in there. And a lot of our Foundations of Machine Embroidery students, some of them have, the first time I ran this was like 2 years ago. So some of them have been embroidering for 2 years now and can really help you just as well as I could. Okay, I'll give myself a little more credit, but yeah, no, you have a great community in there too. So let me know if you have any questions. If you're watching this in replay, still go ahead and comment below and let me know what questions you have. I love hearing from you guys. And I'll see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. Once again, same bat time, same bat channel. Maybe I should reel in this YouTube background. If you're on Instagram, don't go look at the background in YouTube. I mean, not that this is that much better. Bye, everybody. Bye. I love you. Thanks for coming to hang out, and I will see you